Alrighty, I think we are recording. Looks like the sound is working as well. All right, so hi, we're back. I don't know if everything has loaded in yet based on the lag. I'm guessing not. So we'll give it a little bit. In the last episode, we were working on building up the train. And then if you remember in, what was it, season 1? When we were outside, not the ice planet, but the winter planet. I forget which one that was, but it's off in the distance somewhere. We tried doing the train over there, but we ended up failing quite a few times. So my hope is that we can actually get it working this time. And yeah, so I'm gonna, let's see, take a look at my stuff first. Okay, so I got enough water and food, so that's good. I am fully charged, well rested. So yeah, I think we're good to go. And there we go. Batteries are doing really, really well. We're basically at 100%. So that's really good. Our oxygen is also nearly at 100%. So that is also good. Actually, no, that's just the farms that are filling up. Are they filling up or are they draining? I can't tell. But anyways, we do have 9 tanks and they are all full. So we're good on oxygen. I wish I had like a readout like this for hydrogen. Like that would be amazing. Okay, so this is where we were working on our lovely little train here. Let's see. So we had the cargo, and then I know it's kind of hard to tell, but this is actually an insert right here. So you can see the difference in the 2 blocks here. So this is actually something that can be removed, and then this, the base here is multi-purpose. So depending on if I need like multiple storage, or if I found like a really good like ice chunk somewhere, I could get like a bunch of, you know, I don't know, hydrogen tanks or something, and just stack those things up with a bunch of O2H2 generators. So the idea behind this is that we want this to be, you know, modular, and we want to be able to use it for a lot of different things. So let's see. So the next thing that we're going to need, I do want to have something that can carry one of these guys, right? So I'm going to need to make another one of my little small grid landing pads. And you've seen me make these before if you've seen the previous videos. If you have not seen it and you want to know how this whole thing works, just go ahead and pay attention to those. I've made a ton of these in a lot of the videos, and I always use the same basic format. And that's why all of my small grid vehicles always have the merge block right next to the connector, and that's because they are all built to land on one of these. So multi-purpose, you can mix match, you know, put them wherever you want. They also come with a projector in case you actually want to build something. Okay, so let's see. So what do we want to do here? Okay, so there was something that I saw. I was watching Splitsy's video. He does really, really, really great videos. So if you haven't watched any of his, like, I strongly advise you go and watch them. So he made something like the platform vehicle that I've made before. And I've made it down on the planet here as well. So I made it over here as well on this planet. I've made it on other planets too. So, I mean, it's a vehicle that I'm very familiar with and know how to make. But he did his and he made it kind of look like a truck, like a pickup truck. And it was like really small. And I actually thought that was really, really cool. And I kind of want to see if I can do something similar. But the point of this one though is just to be a tug, right? Like a little tugboat. So it's not really to like get me up into places that I can't get to because I can actually, you know, get to places now because I have my jetpack. But as far as like moving things around, like I want to have a tug so I can like pick this thing up and like move it somewhere and like drop it back down. So I think that'll be something kind of cool to make. So I kind of want to try doing that first before we continue working on the train. And that's because when I build that next section that fits on top of that empty train cart right now, I'm going to have to move it downwards. That way it can lock in. And to make that easier, why not have a tug? You know what I mean? We'll get some of these. So I'm not going to copy his design exactly, once again, because I have to make mine fit onto these little guys here. But let's see. So I'm not going to need a connector on it because I'm not planning on transferring anything, and I do want to make it electric. So that'll be something else to do as well. So we're gonna give it a try and just kind of see what we can come up with. And so just to be clear, I am using Splitsy's idea, but I'm not going to be copying his actual ship. So just want to clarify. In case you're watching Splitsy, I don't know if you watch my stuff, but if you do, this is because I think what you do is pretty fucking cool, and I want to copy it. So okay, so we're going to need batteries because this is going to be an ion ship. I could do one of these, or I could do just a standard one. I think just a standard one would be good, because I'm not going to be going like too crazy with this. And then let's see, throw that on there. Okay, and then we're going to need some thrusters. And we have the basic ion thrusters, then we have the sci-fi ion thrusters, and I kind of want to use those. But then again, I kind of also want to use these. But they need tier 3 thruster components, and I think I just have the basic one, so I can't use that anyways. And honestly, I don't even know if I have enough pieces to even make this, so this might just be like a really, really short trip here. And then this is only 2. Okay. I feel like I can use that somehow. And then we're going to rotate this around this way. Okay, so that's our lateral movement there. And then I want to put on a gyroscope in one of the holes here. And then we'll just have it go that way, I suppose. And then we'll put a remote control over on this one in case, for whatever reason, I need to control it remotely. So let's get that in here. And then this also has to be in there like that, I think. And I need interior plate for that. Okay. Interior. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this has to go into there like that, so that way the controls are all the same. And then I'm gonna need, what else can I put in here? I know that the oxygen tank is gonna be big, so I don't want to put that in here. I was thinking I could like pressurize, you know, the cockpit if I wanted to, but I'm thinking probably not. So let's just go with an antenna. And then we'll throw that in here like that, which gives me room for another gyroscope, which I think would actually be a good idea because we're going to be moving things that are much bigger than the ship. So having that extra little bit of, you know, control, I think would be good. And then let's see, we want this to go and sort of face forward, I think. Okay. So now we're using up all of that, and then I want to do a large ion thruster in the back. But I know that these are huge. Yeah, it's like so huge. Okay, so we're not going to go with that. I think that's going to be a little bit too much. So we're going to go with the small one. Okay. And then we're going to put in, Actually, we want to make this kind of small too. So we'll put 2 up here. And then I want to have the cockpit. And I have to be very careful about where I put this because it will bind to those blocks right there because it is on the merge block. So I have to be careful not to do that. So that means that this is going to have to go in there like this. And do I want it to look like that, or do I want it to go with this one instead? The industrial one. I think, is that large grid only? It's probably large grid only. Yeah, that's large grid only. No, that sucks. Okay, I could use this. I wonder what this would look like. Oh, but that's only 2 wide. Okay. Okay, so we don't want to do that because that's going to throw off the alignment. So I guess we're stuck with this one. So that's fine. I can deal with that. Hello. Thank you. All right, and then we just came into night, which means the sun has moved behind an asteroid. Okay. So we've got our forward, we've got our backwards. We need to put in our up and down. And then we don't have much room up on top here, and I do want to make it kind of small. And then also I need to put on some magnetics on here so that I can actually grab onto things. So mag plate, that's a large mag plate. So we're going to go with the small one. And we're going to just kind of throw that up on top there and call that good. So that way we'll have something to grab onto in the front. And I'm also going to need to have something to go on the bottom and maybe on this, maybe in the back. Back might actually be a good idea for this. And I need to make some radio components. So let me make those real quick. We'll just make 10. Call it good. And then that'll get that made. Okay. So now I'm running into the issue of not wanting this to bind. So like there's nothing on the connector that this can actually connect to, so that should all still be fine. However, these 2 blocks right there we can actually connect to. So something I could do actually is have this kind of go in there like that, because that shouldn't connect because we're doing 2 kind of edges to each other. And then we'll flip this that way. Okay. And then from under here, we can do some additional thrusters. And if you're wondering why I always use the G menu and type things in, it's because that's just what I'm used to. Might help if I actually get the right one, though. There we go. Okay. And then these should not join in either. Okay. So now we got our forward, our backwards. Still gonna need the up and down, which I could maybe put on the back here and then just kind of build around them. Because if I do put that on the back, then it kind of allows me to give a little bit of extra protection. So how do we want to do this? I could do just like 1 up and 1 down, maybe. That would probably work. And that should give us all of our directions of movement. We've got 2 in the front for moving forward, 2 for moving backwards, and then 1 for all of the other sides. Now, I think I want to go with the curved blocks, actually. I think those would actually look nicer, and I've already got them on number 8. Okay, so we can't actually connect to that block, and we're going to leave that block open. And then that'll go in there like that. then that can go in there like that. And then I've got room up here for something. I don't know what I want to put in here though. I don't know if there's anything I need to put in there. So let's just take a look and see what we have. And we'll just go straight to the small blocks and kind of work from there. Oh, a beacon. That might be useful. And I wonder if it would be useful to have a mass block in there. I've never really messed with those, but I mean, if I can like increase the mass of the ship, like would that make it easier for me to move things? Like, is that like how that works, or is that not how that works? I don't know. I could put on a solar panel, but I can actually put that up on top and cover things. Sorry, I have hiccups right now. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna kind of round the corners here and kind of go that way with it. So after this, I mean, this is pretty much the entire ship. I think the solar panel is 4 wide, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's 5 wide. Yeah, that's 5 wide. So that's way too big for this thing. Because this is only 3 wide. So I'm not going to be able to do that. But I mean, this is basically what it looks like. So I don't think it looks too bad. It's small, it's compact, it's got everything that I need on there. Yeah. So let's go recharge real quick. Here we go. Take a drink, and the drink of the day is Gatorade Frost Arctic Blitz because it is delicious. And also because today was hot, I was outside, and I'm probably a little dehydrated, so. Okay, so according to this, the station is got only 14% hydrogen, but the station also has a ton of storage. So that little bit, 14% doesn't sound like much, but when you, whoops, I forgot that there's glass there. But when you look at how much storage we actually have, I mean, we have 12 large hydrogen tanks in here. Like, that's a lot of hydrogen storage. So 14% with that much, I'd say that's actually pretty good. Okay, so we have our tug. I'm wondering now, because this is going to be exhausting this way when we back up, is that going to be damaging whatever we're connected to? And then I also wanted to put another one of these things on the back. So let's get ourselves another mag plate. And then we'll throw it here. And then we're going to change this one to tug, no, mag plate, tug, rear. Okay, and then this is going to be mag plate, tug, front. Okay. So let's take it out for a quick spin. I just want to make sure that it does in fact work. Also, I have to change this thing. Merge tug. Okay, there we go. Go into the G menu and then look for tug. And there is that. This will be on off, and then we also need the tug batteries to be named. So we'll call this one battery 1 tug, and then this one is going to be Battery. And I know I'm just replacing what was already in there, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, so we're at 31%, 31%. I think that will be okay. Now I need to go into here, disconnect. Okay. And then I need to group things. So let's see. So this guy, yeah, so batteries, tug. And then go into the G menu, grab the groups, throw this in here, throw this on recharge. All right, and then I also need to go and adjust the antenna. So this probably only needs to go about 1 kilometer, not 5 kilometers. And so that'll help reduce the power usage a little bit, which is good. And then also the beacon. This I actually kind of want to keep there just in case for whatever reason I get blown out of it and it starts floating away somewhere. I'll at least be able to see it from 5 kilometers away. So hopefully that'll work. Handling is okay. Movement, not the greatest, but the handling is good. So that's good. And then this is our little tug. So very, very small, slim. We can grab things from the back, we can grab things from the front, and we can move them around. So I think that'll be good. And then plus it can fit on here, onto our little landing pad, so that is also good. So for now, we're just gonna, oh, but I have to be careful about how I put this on here. Or do I? Maybe I don't. No, I do. Yeah, I do. Pretty sure I do. Okay, so we'll go on here the correct way. Because that merge block is even with all the other stuff, as soon as it merges, those blocks may kind of connect with all of the other things. So I just want to make sure that that doesn't happen. I could put it on there sideways, I suppose, and then that would kind of eliminate that worry. But I just want to make sure that this block doesn't bind to whatever block is back there. I know that's the connector back there, but you know, you never know. So also, I'm going to put these onto recharge. All right. And then that'll be good. Those are recharging. Okay. So now I can start working on this thing. So I don't remember what I said I was going to do for this one. Let's see. I don't think I want to put any processing on here like refineries, but I do want to put, oh, was I going to make a hydrogen car? I think I was. I think I was. Okay, so we'll just go with that and we'll start building that up. Okay, and now we want this to go sort of like that. Put it as close as I can to that. Oh, that's off. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna build it up higher. Like fully clear of this thing, so that way there's no kind of mistaking anything and everything should work as intended. Okay. So we have our connector. And then I know that we want to put some other things in here, so I think the next thing we need to do is throw on a block here, and then on top of here we can put a hydrogen tank, and of course we're going to do the industrial one because it looks awesome. Hey, what are you, what are you doing? Put that on there. Put that on there. And build it. Right? Okay. So this is going to stick up kind of like a sore thumb. Not happy about that, but there's not really much I can do about it. Okay, so we're going to put in our oxygen storage in here as well. probably not going to need too much in the way of oxygen. And then I do want the lights to be out there where they are, so that'll go there. And is this whole thing moving? Okay, I don't think it's moving, but it's fine. Okay. We're also going to need a battery on here, so that's going to be something else that we're going to need. I could put a couple of batteries on the bottom, I suppose, kind of like in this space here. This does come with its own battery, but I want to put some batteries in here as well. So that way, you know, it can just kind of keep itself kind of powered. So let's do that. And once again, I'm just going to go with normal batteries here. I don't know, we'll go like that. So we'll throw 2 batteries in here. And then that'll put us to the edge here. So now we need to throw in this guy. So that's going to be the edge that fits in there. And then we're going to need another one of those. So for a total of 3 here. And then we're going to need corners. And that'll fit into the corners, obviously, so that'll go there. Okay, so now we have some room that we can start kind of messing around with stuff here. All right, so we've got this whole section here, and then we can go out another 2 blocks to the rear. Okay. We're going to need some O2 H2 generators, so I'm going to throw those in here and kind of bury them on the bottom. So we'll throw that in there, I think. And then we'll throw this one in here as well. This needs to go that way though. Okay. So that'll go there. And then we'll have a connection here. So I could put in a couple more oxygen tanks. I don't think I need this much, but you know. Oh wait, no, tank. Clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. And then in here, we're gonna need this to go in there as well. And I do want to be able to see the display. So it's gotta go in here that way. Okay. All right. And then we're going to start building this guy in here. Okay, so now we need to move it up. So, Mr. Tug, how are you doing? I'm going to need to make use of you, if you don't mind. All right. So now we get to see how well this thing works, if it works. I mean, it should work. And then we'll go into first person view so I can kind of see what I'm bumping into here. And then also I'm going to need controls for the mag locks. So for the front, switch lock. For the rear, switch lock. Okay. Okay, so we are now locked. All right, so now we should be able to move everything. And I just want to kind of, oh yeah, having that extra gyro in there is really, really nice. Okay. So now I will keep that there, and that should hold everything steady while I continue building. I need to rotate it up. There we go. And we'll move it this way a little bit. It is very touchy, which I don't think is a bad thing. It's going to take a little getting used to. Okay. So that should be good there. We need to do some of these here and here to make sure that everything stays connected. Okay, now for the back, we could do some additional hydrogen tanks, or we could do something else. I mean, what else do we need? You know, something I could put in here is a build and repair system. I mean, it's not really going to be like connected to anything, like as far as, you know, being able to, like, well, I mean, I suppose I could put something in here, but it's not actually going to be able to rebuild anything unless it's docked. But at the same time, if it is docked, then that'll actually work out rather nicely. So, unable to place, build, and repair system. Why? Okay, so I think we're interfering with a block, so let's move this guy up a little bit more. Okay. And then that'll hold it steady. Okay. So let's try this again. Why you no work? Because that's not a block that I can actually connect to, that's why. Okay, so what else do I need? I've got 2 batteries on here. Should I put more batteries? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have more batteries, I suppose. I mean, I suppose, right? Yeah, so that's the reason why it wasn't going on there. And that's because that is not a buildable surface. So as soon as I turned it, it wasn't able to actually place it there. So now we should be able to place it no problem. Okay. And then we're going to go with another couple of O2H2 generators to kind of round out the bottom here. And then we're going to connect that in there like that. So it should be connected through the build and repair system. No, I need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. No, this guy. Thank you. And then as soon as that's done, I need to change that around. As soon as it gets built, help it out a little bit. Okay. And then this is going to be, well, we have to rename this. So B and R train. I think that'll work. Okay. And then we're going to put this into fly mode because we can, and not to build new. Okay. So it won't build any projections, which is what we want. And now we can put in the rest of this. So now the build and repair system is very protected, which is good. And I need to lift this thing up a little bit more. And I'll just let that kind of sort itself out, I think. There we go. And then this needs to go into there for the corner. And then that needs to go in there for that corner. Okay. And this is probably needing, yeah, power cells. So we'll make like 1,000. I've got all the resources that I need to do that, I believe. I suppose I could check real quick, just to kind of see what I have. Yeah, looks like I'll still be good. Okay. So that is good. Let's see. Is there anything else that I need to put in here, or should I just kind of button it all up? More batteries, I suppose. There's going to be so many batteries on this thing, it's going to be ridiculous. Okay. So that'll take care of all of our buildable area inside of here. Everything should be connected. So now we just need to button it all up. And then I'm not going to be able to place under here for obvious reasons. Okay, and then we're going to need this guy in the corner. That guy in the corner. That guy in the corner. And that'll go there. Okay. So, yeah, that'll be fine, just like that. I'm going to throw on a button panel in here. You know, I could just do like a single button, right? Can I do that? I thought they had one. It was just like, I know they have like this thing, but it's got 3 buttons on it, and I just want something that's like big and easy to push. Sci-fi control panel. I don't know. This isn't what I'm looking for. I mean, it would work for what I want to do. Like, it would allow me access to the menus, but I want an actual button that I can push. So, I guess we'll just go with this one. Might as well. A little boring, but that's okay. Okay, so what do we want to call this particular train car? Like something functional, right? So this is giving us our hydrogen, it's giving us like doing power, it's also going to be our ice processing. Ice car, maybe? Even though it doesn't have actual storage for ice. But yeah, so we'll throw that in there so we can toggle it up on here. That hasn't even started building yet. There we go, okay. And then, okay, so then we want this to go onto here. We want that to switch lock, okay. And then we have to go into here and change the button. Pad 1, we want this to show text. And then this is going to be connect, disconnect. And then we're going to change the font size to 3. And actually, I'm going to throw in a space above it. And then throw in the center justification. And there we go. Connect, disconnect. So that'll work there. All right. And then I just want to put in like a railing. But I don't think I have the small tubes. So I'll have to get some of those. So we'll grab a few of those, I think. So it looks kind of like bulky, and like the only thing that you're actually seeing here is the hydrogen tank, really. But it's got a lot of stuff underneath, which I think is going to be useful. All right. So let's go ahead and get this kind of built around. That can go there. And like without gravity, like the railings are kind of pointless. I understand that, but it's just kind of like an aesthetic thing. So just go with it. All right, and then we'll throw that on there, throw that on there, and then throw that on there. That'll work there. All right. Okay. So that will work there. So now all I need to do is just drop this thing in there, and we should be good to go. And that should kind of automatically seat itself. If I can get it close enough, that is. Okay. Now it's just fiddling around with it. Do. Okay, let's move over to the front a little bit. Keep trying to move it down. There we go. All right. So that'll be good there. And then we can back that guy out. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted this to be like so thin, is because I can actually fit through a block like that. Right? So I'm like basically the same exact size as a large block. So that's kind of why I wanted to do it that way. And it looks like it worked. So hopefully it continues to work. All right. So that can go there, and then we can actually lock this guy in. And then we should be good. Of course, I can't actually tell if it's locked in there because I can't actually see it. So if we are in the center, that'd be here. Okay, yeah, so that'll work there. I'm going to throw in a window, 1x1 window, so that way I can actually see in there when I need to. Okay, so that'll work there, and then I'll put another one on the other side, I think. It is kind of bad that that is a half block there, so the window doesn't quite fit, but I mean, I think we'll be okay. All right, so that can go there. So now we can see that we are in fact locked. So that's good, and I should probably do the same thing over here. Okay. And then we'll throw this to there. All right, so that can go there, and that can go there. All right, good to go. So small modification, but now we can see when the connectors are locked, which is good. Okay, so the tug then. Let's see, let's just spin this guy around real quick. Don't know, I think I'm roughly there. There we go. Okay, so, and then throw this back onto recharge, good to go. Okay, so we've got our hydrogen storage done. We have our regular ore storage done. I don't remember if I put anything else in here. Did I? Probably should have. But you can see, like, you know, the bases are the same, and like we're trying to go in with like the same sort of build for the bigger pieces. And I am apparently out of oxygen, which is never a good thing. Wonder how that happened. Yes, I understand. How did I run out of oxygen? That was weird. Usually I run out of power before I run out of oxygen. Oh, no, because I was sitting in the cockpit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we've got that done. Okay, so this is our basic kind of everything. I kind of want to do kind of like an inventory on here, if I can. So we're going to go with an LCD panel. And we'll flip that around. And then this is just going to have just kind of like what's in here. And so let's go ahead and change this. And then we want this to display text and images. Okay, so this is going to have large hydrogen tank. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4 O2 H2 generators. 1 build-in repair unit. Let's see, what else does it have? Oxygen tanks. It has 3 oxygen tanks. I think that's everything that I've got on here. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know what size that's going to have to be. We'll put this in center justification, and we'll make this all green, but like a darker green. So we'll put this at 200, and that needs to be a little smaller. Okay, so that'll work. Okay, so that kind of just like lets me know like what's in here, which I think is good. And I think the only thing that I've got in here, if I can see under here, is just these 2 large storage units. I think that's all that I've got, because I think that's really all I had room for. Okay. Then I've got the buttons here, which is probably a terrible place for it. I was thinking I could put like a turret up on top or something. And put like a turret up on top of here because, you know, I'll be able to get ammo and everything through there. Okay. So next thing that I need to build now is another, basically a train base. So let's go ahead and get a connector on here. Now the reason why I start with a connector is because it can be placed and it won't get deleted right away because it has its own control panel. Oh no, you went the wrong way. No, you didn't. Okay. Sorry. Okay, and then we'll put in a projector up on top. And then, yeah, that's, should I name it? Yeah, I should probably do that just in case I've got another one. Actually, I have 4 other ones. Okay, so that will be there and good. And then we'll go into here, projector, train, blueprints. Oh, because it needs power. Well, I suppose I can throw a battery up on here. Can I do a small? No, that's small grid only. Okay. And then I can just delete those as needed. But yeah, so projector needs, why is this blinking? Like my screen is like flashing and I don't know why. It's weird. Okay, so we've got that. So now we should be able to set this guy up with a blueprint. Also, are the build and repair units set to build or no? Let me see. So B and R. 5. Okay, so all of these things, are these set to build new? Okay, so that's got to get turned off. Okay. Because I have to adjust the projection before I can actually have it build it. Okay, so you know what I could have done? I could have just like moved this connector on there, connected it, and then didn't have to do that at all. But I guess I'm dumb sometimes. Oh well. Okay, so that's the original train there. Train, hydrocar, ice car. Okay, so the carriage. So this is what I need. All right. And then, okay, so how does this thing need to be adjusted? Looks like it needs to go down 1, and that's it. So vertical. That should be everything it needs. That was like easy. Okay, and then those I'll get rid of when I need to, and then that'll be easy enough to just put those on there. So now we need to go back into the build and repair units and then turn them on to build new. And then this should, in theory, start getting built. I should probably turn the train build and repair one on as well because it does have the closest access. So we'll turn this one on to build new as well. But generally speaking, we're going to want that one to be off. And we just want it to do repairs for the train. And that's kind of all we want it to do. Okay, so with that, we've got 2 projectors that are in range. I've got one that's down in here. Yeah, so I've got one here. So yeah, you can kind of see it under there on the side, maybe, kind of, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, so we've got 2 in there, so that'll get built, no problem. And then I can use the tug and move that one into place, have it get connected. And then this one is going to be where I plug in a vehicle. So it's going to have like one of these little things on here. So I have to build that inside here, which shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to recharge as long as I'm here. That mining carriage is moving quickly towards me. So I don't know if it's going to get close enough to actually send anyone after me, but I do have defenses now. It's just that they're just on the bottom of the docks. So if I get a drone coming at me from above the docks, then I might have an issue. So maybe we'll think about what to do with that. Okay, so I could, that might actually be a good idea. Okay. So hear me out. I'm going to build a tower here. And yeah, I'll just do it with the normal square blocks here. And then how far up do we want to go? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that might be enough. Then we want to go out to here on all sides. And then maybe instead of tubes, Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the tubes. Because I need to be able to build onto the side of these things, because I'm gonna put some armor on here. Because I need to make sure that, you know, this thing doesn't get destroyed, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna do this instead, because now I can build on the side here. All right, and then we're gonna go with these rounded, oh, but I need the heavy armor though. It's gonna use a lot more materials, but it'll give me a lot more protection. That is getting very close, so let's build a Gatling turret on here immediately. And then we'll build all of them, I think. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, 8. Yeah, that is really, really close. If that doesn't send something after me, I'm going to be very surprised. That is very close. But now we have some protection, so I feel a little better. And then each of these should have also filled itself up with some ammo. Yeah. Good to go. And that's just shooting at the asteroids, which is fine. Okay. And then we'll get this guy in here as well. Okay, so that can go there. That can go there. All right. So that is good to go there. And then I want to put on some glass. No, windows. And then 2x1s. How much space do I have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that works out. The only thing is we're not going to be able to have those grates at the bottom. Not the worst thing in the world. I just need a little bit of extra protection. So we will just throw in a couple of these, I think. Unable to place, and that's because reasons. Okay, and that's because I don't have a buildable block. So I need this thing to go onto there, so that way I can delete this block. Possibly even this block as well. Replace that with these connectors, or conveyors. There we go. And now I'll be able to build downwards onto there. Okay. So then this can come out. Okay, and last one. All right, good to go. All right, and now let's try this again. So that will work now, and then, like I said, we're not trying to like do anything like amazing here. This is just for a little bit of extra protection. And these glass windows are actually pretty tough. And this way I don't have to do anything like crazy down here. We'll just have it do its thing, I guess. I could technically I could take this one out and build a normal conveyor box like that one. And then just leave that open. That way I can kind of put a window around there so at least it closes a little bit instead of having like this space under there. But I don't think that's like the worst thing in the world. And another thing that I might be able to do to make it look a little better is throw these in there. And then we'll just kind of throw these. And I need more interior plates, I believe. All right, let's see, interior plate. Okay, so we don't need that, don't need that. There we go. That just kind of makes it look a little bit, I don't know, better, I think. You don't have to agree with me, that's fine. Let's see. And then maybe I'll figure out something to do for down here, but for now I'm just gonna leave it just kind of standing there. Like I said, I would like to have the glass go all the way down to the bottom, but if I do that, I can't have the grates here, and I do want to cover this up. So, I don't know. For right now, this will work. It's got a little bit of extra protection, which is what I was looking for. This is all heavy armor around there, so this is, if the enemies are smart enough, they will try to attack the Gatlings, so that'll attack here. So instead of breaking the supply of ammo going to them, they'll just spend a lot of time trying to break these things up, which they're gonna have a very hard time doing. And then this will give me plenty of cover for anything that's gonna come out in the front, and then plus I've got the 3-4 cannons down here on the bottom. I could put another one here. Probably. Yes, I could. Okay, and then we'll throw in another one over here. Rotate that guy around. Okay. And then that'll just kind of sit there. That way we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. We've got 5 on the top. So I think we are relatively well connected, or protected, I should say. I do want to do something here. I don't like the way this looks. But I want the walkways there. And I can't have window here and walkway on the bottom because they both need this block there to be available. Okay. So it looks like this is now done. We're going to throw this onto discharge. And then we can get this guy deleted. And then let's see, so it's going to be in the 6 menu. There we go. And then as this thing is depleted, hopefully sooner rather than later, but then again, everything is kind of charged up already, so. I could take all of the batteries that are on here and have them be put on. Yeah, okay, so that'll be this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 batteries on here? Yes, I have 8 batteries on here. Okay, so this is gonna be the ice car. No. Batteries, ice car. Okay, and then we'll throw them into here. And then we'll grab batteries, ice car, put this on recharge, on off. And then we'll just hit that for now. That should put those into recharge mode. But of course I can't see any of the displays, so it's not really gonna help me out very much anyways. Okay, and then button 4, no, number pad 4. Changing this to text and images, edit. Let's see, batteries, recharge, on/off. And then we're gonna make this 3, center, and that should be good. Batteries recharge on off. Okay, good to go. And then I can see that they're on recharge like this, so that's one way to do it. Okay, so then they should all be pulling from this guy pretty hard. Except that's not connected. So, tug, if you don't mind. Need your help again. Alright, so let's turn that off. Alright, good to go. Alright, now let's head over to... Actually, what would be the easiest way to do this? Probably just grab it from the side here, right? Moving forward, angle ourselves in. All right. Okay, so now that should work. Turn the dampeners off. Oh, that was really, really, really hard. Okay. And with the dampeners off, that should fix itself eventually. And then we'll just have that switch on, and then we'll be good there. And now this should be... Oh, that's still going to get sucked down really, really slowly because I've got all of those other batteries in there, which are at full charge. Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose it really doesn't matter, does it? Okay. Now we'll throw this guy onto here. Yeah. Looks like that should be roughly where it needs to be. Okay, good to go. Also, batteries, charge on. Good. Okay. So we've got this guy done. I'm going to leave this until it does get discharged a little bit more because that's just free power sitting right there. Not that I need it because I've got all those solars right there, but meh for now, I suppose. Okay, where are we at? Oh, we are over an hour. Okay. Yeah, so I think we made good progress for this. That tells us everything that we got on there, so that's good. Now we can see what's on there. We made our tug, which is a neat little ship, I think. I kind of like it. We've got ourselves our next little base here. This is going to be where we're going to store our mole. The mole being our driller right there. I always call them a mole. But I wonder if it would be a better idea to have an ion mole rather than a hydrogen mole. Because, I mean, I can process a lot of oxygen, right? Or a lot of ice to make the hydrogen and store a lot of hydrogen in here, which will easily be able to restore this a few times. I think there's 10 times more storage in here than there is in there. But I'll have to continually, like, find ice, though, so... But, I mean, I suppose that wouldn't be the worst thing, right? Yeah, I think I think after this one, we'll build the engine up on front. And then that's going to have all of our thrusters and all that other fun stuff. I don't know what I want it to look like, though, but I do know that I want it to be roughly the same size as from down here to the top of here, and maybe one lower. So I've got to be able to fit everything that I need in here, basically, in that kind of a box. So yeah, I'll think about that, and then I'll see kind of what we can do here. But yeah, I mean, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, and that just dropped below 25%. Good. Okay. So, we are now at 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to end this one here, and then we will pick up on the next episode, making our, another kind of thing that can fit in there, for our mole. And I might put in some hydrogen engines, for some additional, power, I guess. And then something else I could do is on the engine itself to use as like useful decoration is to kind of line the outside with solar panels. And I think that would give it kind of like a nice sleek, kind of like a bullet train look almost. And then it would also be functional too, because I can slowly, very, very slowly recharge the batteries. So probably a good idea to do it that way. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Lindsay Bruce, who actually commented on my last video, so thank you for that. And yeah, he said that he likes what I'm doing here, so I'm going to keep on doing it, and hopefully you guys keep watching, and we'll be good. So, I'll see you next time, and hope you guys have a good day. Later.